Es wird wundervoll. Hallo Uwu, guten Abend, wie geht's? Seid ihr bereit? Kann man dafür bereit sein? Weiß es nicht. Ein Fotokano. Das sagt mir tatsächlich nichts. Das ist auch ein Dating-Sim. So. New Game. Wie heißen wir? Datebrot, ne? Datebrot. Ich weiß, wer das wieder 5-mal falsch lesen wird. Oh, die Musik. Ist es nicht wundervoll? Ich stehe ja überhaupt nicht auf KFC. Aber das ist was Gutes, was sie gemacht haben. Weiß ich jetzt schon. Aber ansonsten muss ich sagen, macht mich das mittlerweile so gar nicht mehr an. Ah, wundervoll. Ich bin so ready. Wie die in Japan heißen. Oh Gott. Ja, ich glaube, in Japan sind die auch sehr groß. Überhaupt so im asiatischen Raum. Gab's für PS Vita? Ach so. Weil, wenn du nach Dating-Sims guckst, da kommen halt nur so welche, die sehen so ein bisschen nach Hentai aus. Tatsächlich. Von daher. Boah, da unten stehen die Vans. Ich liebe Vans. Ich habe jahrelang nichts anderes an Sneakern getragen, außer Vans. Wirklich nichts. So, also. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Ah! Oh Gott, es ist vorbei. Otome als Teilkategorie, was ist das dann? Hallo Tony! Willkommen bei dem wundervollsten Spiel überhaupt. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Es erinnert mich so ein bisschen an Food Wars. Einfach nur, weil es Anime-Style ist und Kochen, aber so ein bisschen. Your mind begins to wonder. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously, oder you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Glaubt ihr, das hat schon Auswirkungen? Ah, I see. Wild, Kirosho, wild. Daydreaming ist immer gut. Okay, dann daydreamen wir. Ich habe ja gesagt, also wenn ihr das Spiel schon kennt, müsst ihr jetzt nicht unbedingt mir erzählen, wie was passiert. Will ich jetzt nicht wirklich hören, aber wenn ihr das Spiel noch nicht kennt, dann dürft ihr gerne sagen, was ihr für eine Antwort möchtet. Außer es ist jetzt ein, willst du dich vor der Klippe stürzen? Und ihr sagt ja, dann weiß ich jetzt nicht, ob ich das machen würde. Nicht unbedingt. Noch nie gesehen, das Spiel. Ich auch nirgends, tatsächlich. Ich weiß schon länger von dem Dasein dieses Spiels. Also von der Existenz. Aber ich habe es noch nie jemanden spielen sehen. Hallo Little Rome, guten Tag. Wie war Ihr Tag? Guten Abend. It's here, finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Ah, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up to those taste buds. Wake up those taste buds. Ich mag das Spiel. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. Your sweating buckets are as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Cool, wir gehen und stinken. Nice. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Hello. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met and you absolutely love her for it. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wen wir alles daten können, tatsächlich. Das habe ich mir noch nicht angeguckt. 4 neue. Ach, das geht fast tatsächlich. Das geht eigentlich gerade schon. Ich dachte, die überfluten das Meer. Wie ich mit dem Tablet am besten schreibe? Hast du ein neues Tablet, Little Rome, oder wie ist das? Good morning, Datebrot! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but... Well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Ist schwierig. Das wird schon, Little Rome. Kommt Zeit, kommt Rat. But with the University of Cooking School... Dankeschön. Ach, danke, dass du Little Rome einen Sub schenkst. Vielen Dank. 290 schon, du hast sie nicht mehr alle. Academy for Learnings, famous 3-day only semesters. Okay. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Love pretend, parodying paradox. Ah, lover pretend. Das klingt wild. Glaubst du, die sind gut? Kam um 9 mit der Post. Was hast du dir für ein Tablet geholt? Ganz klassisch ein iPad? Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk oder change the subject to school gossip? Ich bin eigentlich nicht so der Fan von Gossip, ne? Aber ich möchte pep talken. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves being to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. Während sie für einen Liebesfilm gecastet wird, wild. Science Fiction. Okay, Science Fiction ist überhaupt nicht meins. Monster fühle ich jetzt in so einem Dating-Sim ehrlich auch nicht. Wild. Fire hat die 10. Ah, okay. Am Mittwoch kommt die Tastatur. Ja, ist halt so eine kleine Tastatur. Wenn du damit zurechtkommst, dann geht das klar. Wieso nicht? I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Visual Novels? Ist nice. Ab und an. Immer geht's nicht, dass zu viel gelese. Hey! It's... Monster Prom haben wir sogar zweimal gespielt im Stream. Mehr Player, ja. Also mit den Mods. Und ich glaube einmal mit der Beanie. Der letzte Teil ist eine Fortsetzung. Ah, okay. Wieso? Also ich meine, sie heißt Ashley, aber... It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Kampf gegen die Mafia. Das klingt auch nicht nach Dating-Sim. Der Titel... Es ist ein Spiel von KFC. Die sind der Publisher, soweit ich weiß. Wild. Ich habe schon gemeint, das ist das Beste, was KFC macht. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I don't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Datebrot's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add an extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect chins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man. Nee, the man. Van the man. Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Von Buchstaben zu Buchstaben ziehen. Das geht auch auf dem Handy, das ist gar nicht meins. Am 24.02. Alter, da kommt doch ein paar raus. Van. Hallo Baddy. WB. Ich hatte recht mit dem Spiel. Ja. Wir haben schon Ashley kennengelernt und ihr bester Freund Van the Man ist das. You rang. Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Hilfe! You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Ich hoffe, müssen uns nicht zwischen den dreien entscheiden, ey. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Alle von Axis Games. Echt? Alles eins? Let's go, Miriam. Habe ich aber noch nie gehört, tatsächlich. Psch, see you later, losers. Aber ihre Strümpfe sind geil. Mit dem Hühnerschlägel. Passt sehr gut. Oh Gott. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Hat er gerade gepupst? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! Oh, guck mal. 20 Minuten im Spiel schon sagt mir jemand, dass er mich liebt. Nice. Eine Top-10-List. Natürlich gibt es die. Es gibt ja auch Waifu-Listen. En masse. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Meine erste Liebe. Finally! Und er lebt! Er ist Koch. Ja, das stimmt, das ist typisch. Und er lebt! Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Datebrot, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Den will ich nicht daten. Bist du dir sicher, dass er lebt? Nein. Nicht sicherer als bei der Taube. Wobei, bei der war das relativ schnell klar, dass sie eigentlich ein Geist ist. Is it just me or is he kinda cute? It's just you. I think it's just you. Danke, mein Charakter versteht mich. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Ist das unser Lehrer? Das ist doch ein Corgi. Top 10 Liste in Discord gepackt. Ich habe ein bisschen Angst. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable. Er heißt Sprinkles. Ich habe Fragen. Ich auch. Now, quiet down, everyone. Der hat eine Brille auf, der muss klug sein. Who is this unreasonably cute Pop and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Oh! Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Ja, er möchte auch respektiert werden. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Ich habe ein bisschen Angst. Ich glaube, ich weiß, was jetzt kommt. Nicht? I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... Oder doch. He walks in. Ich will seinen Lidstrich. Das ist wundervoll. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Wartet, ihr seht ihn ja gerade gar nicht richtig. Look at him. Der ist ein OP. Psst. Psst. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it? And what is with all your really weird insults? Shiba Inu, meinst du? Ich dachte, es wäre ein Corgi. Besides, when Datebrot sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders' beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Nehmen wir den Handkerchief oder nicht? Ja, schon. Ich glaube, wenn wir ablehnen, dann merkt er sich das auch. Das klingt nicht gut. Wir nehmen den. Liebe das Spiel jetzt schon. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. Die Herzen um ihn rum gerade eben. Wild. Wild. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Geil. Sein Taschentuch riecht nach Chicken. Tee geholt. Was hast du für einen Tee? Chicken Tee? Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Weißer Tee, Mango, Zitrone klingt geil. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Das ist auf jeden Fall ein Corgi. Weil bei Shiba Inus kopiert man, glaube ich, den Schwanz nicht. Weiß auch nicht, wieso man es bei Corgis tut, aber ich glaube, das macht keiner. Das neue Pokémon hole ich mir nicht, nee. Nächste Woche Freitag kommt Horizon und danach kommt freitags Elden Ring. Da habe ich keine Zeit und es hat mich jetzt auch nicht so krass überzeugt, dass ich sagen würde, let's go. Bonjour, je m'appelle Nuti. Bonjour, Nuti, je m'appelle Maren. J'adore Colonel Sanders. Anscheinend. Run! Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Wild. Können wir den auch daten? Je suis une baguette. Oh, très bien, très bien. The class bursts into laughter. Was? Oh mein Gott, wild. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Okay, Leute, was kriegt er für ein Treat? Ein Beef Treat, ein Rubber Ball oder ein Chicken Snack? Sternchen und Brötchen. Hast du eine Pause, Herr Zano? Beef, Rubber Ball, Chicken. Warum haben wir das alles in unserer Tasche? Hühnchen, Chicken Snack? Glaubt ihr, das gibt Bonuspunkte beim Colonel? Ball, Snack? Du bist überboten, Little Rome. Es tut mir leid. Der Chicken Snack is... It is. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he looks onto it. His favorite! Oh mein Gott, Chat, ihr seid so gut. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Werbung vorm Weiterfahren. Das ist gut. Warum Werbung? Ich mache gar keine Werbung. Wait. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Erster Kuss, das war quasi ein Handkuss. Stimmt, KFC-Spiel, eigentlich muss man immer auf Chicken gehen. Ob schon tot bist? Jemand hat uns schon gesagt, dass er uns liebt und der war nicht tot. Okay. Chat kann's bezeugen. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you are left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Er war nur 10 Jahre alt. Psst, aber er hat gelebt. Psst. Hey, Daypro, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Oh Gott! Two good options, but which will you choose? Sit by Colonel Sanders oder sit by best friend? Look at him. I mean, immerhin schon besser als tot, ja, das stimmt. Er ist sehr weit weg vom Todsein. Oh, ich will mich schon neben ihn setzen. Ab zu Sanders. Glaubt ihr, wir können uns den klar machen? Mit der besten Freundin was anfangen ist eh doof. Wenn es nicht klappt, dann ist Kacke. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Das ist eine Lüge, Zano. Psst. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can to do the best you can. To do it the best you can. It's the only way you've ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Do all you can and do it the best you can. Okay, was hat es jetzt damit zu tun, dass wir... Okay. Er liebt nur Buckets mit Chicken. Oh, ich verkleide mich auch als Chicken Bucket. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Oh, geil, Zano. Hast du schon was gehört, wie die gegradet wurden? Oder siehst du das erst, wenn die da sind? Yay, a quiz about me. Er hier hat mir gesagt, dass er mich liebt. Das ist Pop, die Liebe unseres Lebens. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. Okay, chat. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Pop. Auf jeden Fall. Sehe ich dann bei mir aus, als wäre was sehr Starkes dabei, was auf Insta landet. Okay, wild. Okay. Mit falschen Stempeln, meinst du? That's right! Okay. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Feather. Da gibt's richtig und falsch. Viel Spaß, Zano. Wir haben auch Spaß. Okay, Chat, da könnt ihr nicht mitraten. Es gibt nämlich richtig und falsch. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Auf jeden Fall. That's wrong. Das ist eine Lüge. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Okay. Only 1 wrong, not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Ich mag die Schule. Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Ich will auf diese Schule. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Der Typ. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Na, was das wohl sein wird. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains glimmer in the light. Its contents, yeah. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to crumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Was ist mit dem Englisch? Tut mir leid, wenn ich was falsch ausspreche. Ich kann auch nicht alle Wörter. Der Zano ist schon wieder weg, jo. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Das ist schon ein bisschen Werbung jetzt, ne? Ich esse da trotzdem nicht. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. War im Text ein Fehler, echt? Siehst du mal, das merke ich gar nicht vor lauter Vorlesen. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is poison. Got them. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Alter, wie der guckt. You wait to see what singer Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Geh weg. Dankeschön, Kirosho. I try. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness. Or destined, right? Destined? I don't know. For greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Ich muss eigentlich mal wieder Sachen auf Englisch gucken. Andere als Liebe macht blind, wo sie dann eigentlich Deutsch vorne dran reden und du nichts verstehst. Auf Englisch. Oh, please. Well, then the man. If you don't want any, I'll take this. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Die Haare. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Wir können jetzt in das Licht schwimmen. Wir können meditieren und versuchen, alle Geschmäcker rauszuschmecken. Und wir können alles über das Kochherz von Colonel Sanders rausfinden. Ich glaube, das mittlere wahrscheinlich, ne? Wenn wir ihn daten wollen, müssen wir das mittlere nehmen. Eigentlich. Ja, ich denke schon. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For man, for flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Wild. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, you've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. I've got some of my own. And secret? What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Wow. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but I can't tell. I use beep. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Beep. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Jetzt gehen wir aber ran. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Oh Gott! Hilfe! Okay, neck him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Ich glaube... Ich weiß nicht, wie es euch geht, aber ich glaube, ich möchte das dritte nehmen. Das auf jeden Fall nicht. Ich glaube, ich möchte modest but thoughtful sein. Ich weiß nicht, ob es eine gute Idee ist, ihm zu sagen, was er da noch reinmachen sollte. Auf der anderen Seite gibt es auch, glaube ich, scharfe Hähnchen bei KFC, aber ich weiß es nicht. Wir nehmen das. Okay, fand er gut. I guess. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Auch fürs dritte. Modest klingt eigentlich gut, ne? Und ein bisschen nachdenken, was man sagt. Wir müssen ja nicht full in gehen. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Datebrot. Er kennt meinen Namen! I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Oh, geil. I want this. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Oh Mann. In so einer Küche mit so Zutaten hier was zu lernen, ist schon ein bisschen nice. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we got to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Meinst du, wir sollen Truthahn kochen? Dankeschön für die Witzmute. You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses, to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creations. Oh, Food Wars. Ich muss es mal weiter gucken. Ich weiß nur nicht mehr, wo ich stehen geblieben bin. Aber ja, so ein bisschen erinnert es an Food Wars. Das stimmt. Geil. Das ist so gut. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Datebrot, I'll prepare our station. Alter, voll gemein. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh God. Hello, new partner. Beep bop. Wie der grinst. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriams Partner? Ich weiß nicht. Ich tendiere ein bisschen zu dem Kind. Weil er hat gesagt, er liebt uns. Deshalb mag ich ihn. Ich glaube, ich nehme das Kind. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Oh, Pop Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. Kann ich nochmal umwählen? Alter, eine Banane? Ich kenne ja Leute, die Kiwis im Ganzen essen. Das finde ich schon schwierig. Aber eine Banane mit Schale essen ist schon anders wild. Ugh. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Banane bin ich auch raus. Sagt nicht, du isst Kiwi ganz. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ja? Ist gesund. Das ist jetzt aber nicht der Grund, das zu essen. Mr. Mate. Oh nee, das gar nicht. Also an sich, ich esse ja Apfel zum Beispiel mit Schale und so oder Pfirsich vielleicht noch, aber dieses Haarige bei der Kiwi geht gar nicht, nee. Wenn, dann müsste ich alle Haare abpopeln, so mit dem Messer. Vorher, Also, wir können Steak-Tartar nehmen. Weil man es nicht kochen muss, ist aber fancy. Wir können Oktopus benutzen. Oder wir machen Omis Kartoffelbrei mit Soße. Ich kann verstehen, dass das weird ist. Ich mag dieses Haarige von den Kiwis überhaupt nicht. Ich hasse es auch, wenn die irgendwo rumfliegen, diese Haare. Dritte. Mashed Potatoes and Gravy. Ich brauche kurz ein bisschen zu essen, weil wenn hier über Essen geredet wird, kriege ich Hunger. Hunger. Aber nehmen wir. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. Ich glaube, das war gut, Kirosho. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to get beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Excuse me? Aber ihr Oberteil ist voll schön mit dem Herzausschnitt. Muss schon sagen. Aber geh weg. Did someone call for me? Oh, no. Jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Datebrot's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Was ist das für eine Musik? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Das will ich sehen, Kirosho. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Datebrot was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. Es klingt nach Bossfight, ja, das stimmt. Das ist der Endboss, die beiden. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Die Sternfrisur, Everfoam und dann Perücke drüber. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Eine Badewanne mit Haarwachs. Ja gut, mit Perücken. Reicher Haarspray und Gel. Ja, oder Wachs. Aber ja. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a tie and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Naja, das. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Datebrot as my partner for this activity and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Datebrot's natural talent or their loyalty. Die Musik! Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Ist wirklich ein Corgi. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mesh texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Ah! Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Es könnte wirklich Food Wars sein. So von der Präsentation her. So ein bisschen. Hat's Food Wars Vibes. Oh! Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Geil! Ja. Ja. Kirosho. Ich glaube, das mit dem Waffenstillstand würden sie nicht zeigen. Aber der Rest könnte durchaus passieren. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you lost something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Man, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Dateport. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from where it lands. Can I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Ooh. Der ist wirklich der Endgegner, aber hallo? Ich möchte das. Now. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Dem Colonel, Alter, das wäre voll smart. Kirosho, so, ups. Jetzt muss ich's von deinem Gesicht lecken. Das wäre actually wirklich voll smart. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Es ist jemand tot! Warum? Aber es ist nicht unser Date. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Noch nicht unser Date, ja. Gott sei Dank war das nur der komische Student. Muss ich jetzt den Geist daten? Nee. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Der redet noch. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Okay. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. Der arme Typ. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building is taking on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Ich bin so ready, mit dem heimzulaufen. Ich date den Geist nicht, der ist doof. Alle weg. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Hallo Ruben, du kommst in einem guten Moment. Wie war dein Tag? Wie geht's dir, Ruben? Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Datebrot. There's something I need to tell you. Oh, geh weg! Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first! Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts. That our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. Kirosho, ich möchte bitte, dass du die Frisur so machst, wenn du den cosplayst. Danke. Ist wohl eine Zusage. Nice. Freut mich für dich. Sehr cool. Aber magst du das Haus auch? Wahrscheinlich, ne? Und selbst, mir geht's auch gut. Ich war nicht Fahrrad fahren, aber ich war ganz früh spazieren. Es wurden irgendwie 3 Stunden. Aber das Wetter war so schön. War so schön in der Sonne. Das war fein. Und jetzt haben wir hier dieses wundervolle Spiel. Ich find's ohne Scheiß mega geil. So will ich einen Dating-Sim haben. Schön irgendwie völlig übertrieben und bescheuert. Und du kannst schön Entscheidungen treffen. Das ist wundervoll. I love it. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me, I'm the hero. Okay, wild. The Spark Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, Nerds! Ja, echt so. Ich will auch wegrennen. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack! Ich hasse turn-based fights. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you choose? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spark Monster. Spark Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack! Wir checken immer. Mit kleinem, von außen nicht einsehbarem Garten. Geil. Ein gigantisch guten Schlafzimmer im Dachgeschoss. Hätte aber wohl, denke ich, deshalb für Sommer ein Klimagerät brauchen. Der Strom kostet hier in Frankreich ja nichts. Echt? Ja, Dachgeschoss ist halt mies im Sommer, ne? Aber an sich ist es voll schön. Ah, das ist cool. Das ist sehr cool. Freut mich für dich. It worked last time, right? Cook with love! Does 1 damage. Spark Monster won't forget this. Is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spark Monster focuses their meshed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? You decide to defend. Etwa die Hälfte. Alter. Das ist krass. Mega gut. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening! This is not happening!" Spark Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Was? Aber ich hab mich doch... Oh. Spark Monster uses utility tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Mir egal! Damage! Is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Ich hätte einfach attacken sollen. Feeling vulnerable, Spark Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pie power pinch! Does 10 damage. Spark Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spark Monster spews steam into the night. Finish him! No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You're ready for your final attack. You will never survive my student death, lone destruction. Does 10 damage. Spark Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Deadbrot. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. Was ist das? Oh Gott. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle bus, you'd realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Ob der Colonel uns auffängt? Was ist das eigentlich hier? Ist das Menü? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. Wenn es durchgeht, gibt's 850 €. Ja, mega nice. Ich drück dir die Daumen, dass es gut durchgeht. Sparst du das oder machst du was Besonderes damit? In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Hilfe. Erstmal sparen, bin ja auf Wohnungssuche. Achso, ja gut, dann gibt das natürlich Sinn, wenn du nicht weißt, ob du am Ende eine neue Küche oder so kaufen musst. Morgen KS. Machst du meine gleich mit? Muss die auch noch machen? Der Betty macht die einfach für uns alle, oder? Steuererklärung sagt halt einfach. Wieso kann das nicht irgendwie Spaß machen? Kann nicht jemand eine Steuererklärungsgame programmieren und dann macht das Spaß? Weiß nicht, das wäre schön. You wake up on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Voll easy. Oh, geht. Aber auch, das heißt ja auch nicht, also, das ist ja nicht nur kein Spaß, weil es jetzt schwer wäre, sondern es macht halt einfach keinen Spaß. Die Viso-Software. Ja, ja gut, ja. Mit so einer Software, das erleichtert einiges. Ist die gut von Wieso? Vom Aldi? Mein Papa holt auch mal die vom Aldi. Schon seit Jahren, glaube ich. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Dank Elster muss ich auch nicht alles eingeben. Ah, okay. Dann geht's ja tatsächlich. Für 850 € macht man das dann halt auch einfach, ne? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Ich hab doch gerade getrunken. Immer die Daten vom Vorher übernehmen. Wenn man bei der Software bleibt, meinst du? Ja, voll gut. Ich glaube, die sind alle ganz gut. Egal wie vorbereitet man ist, die Steuererklärung braucht trotzdem 2-3 Stunden. Aber wenn du das runterrechnest, dann ist es ein nicer Stundenlohn. So viel kriegst du wieder? Alter. Alter, läuft bei dir. It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Ah, viel Fahrgeld, okay. Ja gut, das ist ja auch fair irgendwo, ne? Wenn du so viel fährst. Du fährst 100 Kilometer, Alter. Dann hast du dir das verdient. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Bei mir sind es aktuell noch 60. Reicht auch, ey. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Du hast die Lohnsteuerbescheinigung vom letzten Jahr noch nicht, Mute? Na danke. Auf die falsche Reihenseite. Hallo. Hallo. Aber für die Strecke ist das tatsächlich voll schnell, ja. Dann geht's fast wieder. Bis Ende Februar. Na toll. Aber ist ja dann auch nicht mehr so lang. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. Dauert bei uns teilweise länger. Dürfen die das? Also die müssen sich doch dann an die Frist halten, oder? Na toll. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. 50, 60 Minuten für einen Weg. Boah. Schwierig. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school. The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your thing now? Bekomme im März als die letzten Zuschläge für Dezember. Boah, das ist aber auch fies. Ja, das erklärt es dann, dass es so lange dauert, okay. Aber es ist überhaupt fies, dass du so lange auf deine Zuschläge warten musst. Mehr. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Hat sie Drogen in ihr Essen? Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Sind Spice Girls. Uffi. Erstmal so ein Drogenhändlerring. Wie sind die Spice Girls? Schwierig. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Nein? Ist sie doof? Nee, ganz ehrlich, nee. Kacke. Ich glaube, sie hat über Gras geredet, by the way. Weiß jetzt nicht, ob das so geil ist zum Kochen. No. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Man kann gut backen damit. Ah ja. Hast du gehört, meinst du? Ja, das stimmt. Man kann da irgendwie so Butter, so wie so braune Butter mitmachen quasi und zum Backen nehmen, oder? Da habe ich erstmal mich verschluckt. Oh. Danke. Brownies, genau. Also die Butter kannst du dann für Brownies nehmen. Weil irgendwie... Oh, was war das mit dieser Butter? Irgendwas war dann durch dieses... Der Butter... Warte mal. Findet man sowas? Sollte ich das jetzt googeln? Butter. Ja, ja genau. Cannabisbutter. Das irgendwas macht halt diese Wärme damit. Tu es lieber nicht. Zu spät. Sieht auf jeden Fall nicht so richtig geil aus. Ich weiß nicht, was genau da passiert. Ich habe es mal erklärt bekommen, aber habe mir das nicht gemerkt. Es ist lange her und ich habe das dann nie ausprobiert, weil... Das Set ist THC-frei. Ja, kann gut sein, ne? Dass es dann quasi da besser ist drin. kann mir auch vorstellen, dass es einfach vom Geschmack her ganz nett ist, weil an sich so... Ich meine, Butter ist ganz geil. Und so braune Butter zum Beispiel ist auch ganz geil. Von daher... Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Oh, ich weiß ja kaum. Ich hatte mal im Labor einen Drogenkatalog inhalt. Sowas gibt's? In deinem Labor? Wild. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Ich liebe dieses Spiel. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Wir rennen da jetzt nicht hin. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Alter, die Knobi-Soße ist geil. Mega. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched. He does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Die das für Versuche brauchen? Da war auch... Was? Was? Und was für Versuche? You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseyful beauty you have. I mean, what a horseyful beauty you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Our date brute just gets really nervous around people they like. In Reinstform wild. Wild. Will ich gar nicht wissen, was das in Reinstform alles mit einem anstellen kann. Aber ja, stimmt. Für so Studien. Wild. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile of you, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame it, girl, for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van. Are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you must know it must be really bad. Mega Auflagen einhalten als Labor und jedes Mikrogramm nachweisen, für was es verwendet wurde. Ja, gut so. Gerade wenn das in Reinsform ist, ist es halt auch einfach zu dangerous, vielleicht das nicht zu tun. Das war ich, Betty. Ich hätte auch gerne einen Putt. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. Der Kater. Du musst dem Kater einfach beibringen, Leute zu bannen. So, dass du dem sagen musst, bann den. Und dann bannt er den. Alles gut. Ist ja nicht schlimm. War auch relativ schnell. Alles gut. Anderen Kater. Vielleicht hat der Mute auch zu viel gesoffen. Das wäre auch okay. Aber eigentlich meinte er ist ein bisschen erkältet. Weiß nicht. Vielleicht hat er zu viel Vic Medi-Night gesoffen. Das Zeug ist so widerlich. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Oh, Krimi. Oh, wow. Ich bin nie so aufgedreht gefühlt. Ich nehme ein bisschen von ihrer Energie, bitte. Tell them to stop acting immature. Nee. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Was machen wir? Letztes Mal hat er sich beim Demon's Souls schauen auf die Tastatur gelegt und komplett alles umgestellt. Gibt's nicht? Ich weiß nicht. Ich glaube, das nur bei manchen Tastaturen. Gibt es so eine extra Taste, dass du die Tastatur ausmachen kannst? Sowas bräuchtest du. Ich weiß es nicht, ob es sowas gibt oder ob ich das falsch im Kopf habe jetzt. Aber das wäre richtig praktisch für dich, wenn du sowas guckst, dass du es einfach ausmachen kannst. You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a bit like a magical spell. Oder einen neuen Kater. Wow. Wow. Oder eine Fake-Tastatur. Stimmt. Extra so eine kleine, flache Tastatur irgendwo an die Seite. So wirklich da drauf. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? Make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. 5, glaube ich, sind's. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Das Problem bei denen ist, dass sie halt genau quadratisch sein müssen. Und zum Beispiel das, was ich als Party drin habe im BTTV, das ist um 2-3 Pixel nicht genau quadratisch. Und Twitch ist dann so, das kann ich nicht. Bei BTTV geht's zwar auch, aber das kann Twitch nicht. Das ist so ein bisschen das Problem an dem Ganzen. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork Monster. Ja, ist ein bisschen ärgerlich. Vor allem, ich kann das auch nicht irgendwie umskalieren oder so. Ich weiß nicht, wie das geht. Oder kein Programm für. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Das ist quadratisch. Das habe ich nicht gespeichert, glaube ich. Deshalb habe ich es nicht ausprobiert. Kann ich das auch einfach von Discord runterspeichern? Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty food. Oh, wie schade. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. In 4 Stunden kleckelt dein Wicker? Damn. Oh, nein, das ist fies. Dann ab ins Bett mit dir. Ist 112. Ja, wenn ich's von Discord, wenn ich es quasi so wie Emotes runterladen kann einfach, dann musst du es mir nicht schicken. Muss ich nachher mal ausprobieren. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Bist dann bestimmt noch online in 4 Stunden? Um 2? Probably not. Probably not. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Bitch. Ich wünsche dir, dass alle überleben. Naja, einer ist ja schon tot, ne? Aber dankeschön. Schlaf gut, Mute. Erhol dich gut die 4 Stunden. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse. Right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at last, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Wenn ich es von Discord runterlade, ist 96 auf 96. Ich weiß nicht, ob die Größe okay ist. Actually. Aber du kannst es mir gerne nochmal schicken. Wenn es dann nicht runterskaliert wird von Discord. Keine Ahnung. Kannst ja vorher versuchen. Weiß nicht, was für Größen man braucht. Ich glaube 112 und dann kann Discord, Twitch es selber skalieren auf die anderen Größen. Aber not sure. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Nice, dankeschön, Betty. Also ich habe auf jeden Fall noch Platz. Well, Datebrot. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Hundekuchen? Noch mehr Patten? Ja. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when... Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. Scheiße. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Oopsie. Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconsciousness from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Can this be the end? Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Was? Ich hasse mein Leben. Das fängt doch jetzt wieder von vorne an, oder? Ich spiele das jetzt nicht nochmal von vorne. Oh. Ah, warte. Wir sind wieder bei Tag 2. Wir sind nicht ganz vorne. Wir sind nicht ganz vorne. Tag 2. Okay, wir ballern ein bisschen durch. Mem. Es hat keiner gesehen, dass ich gestorben bin schon wieder, okay? Scheiße. Warum? Stand back. Ja, genau, der Zalo ist schuld. Der hätte mir bestimmt gesagt, dass ich den Hundekuchen nicht nehmen soll. Aber wir sagen das dem Zano nicht. Kacke. Ich nehme gleich was anderes. Boah, wie schnell man da durchballern kann eigentlich, ne? Das Spiel würde so viel schneller gehen. Okay. A shimmering pepper. Ah! Einmal mit Profis, das gibt es hier nicht. Das gibt's hier nicht. Vor allem nicht in Dating-Sims. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other ingredients. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally you reach out, grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Och nee. Nicht sterben. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, der tote Student. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill... the prophecy! You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. This is fine. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared by your timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Ja, wir sind dabei. A bit of lunchtime competition, Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Cool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption date board. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. Der schickt uns jetzt in die Arena. At least now, not until we turn on the timer. Oder er tut das. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich bereit dafür bin. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure and now is my chance to shine. Ihr Messer macht mir ein bisschen Angst. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Ah! Hilfe. That's right, but how would you have even gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that and tissing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Wie viel? Oh Gott. 11? Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Hilfe. 11 Gewürze. Ich kann das nicht vorlesen, das ist zu schnell. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude! Hilfe! That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. Hilfe! When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Where does it come from, that energy? That's wrong, ich hab falsch getippt! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Ich weiß doch die Antwort. Woher soll ich denn die Antworten wissen? You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Datebrot. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Allgemeinwissen? Da bin ich wohl dumm. Das ist okay. Alter, ich konnte die Frage nicht mal so schnell lesen. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Ah! Ich weiß nicht, was ich da getan habe. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Datebrot does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Habe ich jetzt noch Hände? No! Ich habe keine Hände mehr. But you're not fast enough and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Okay, ich habe nur eine Hand verloren. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Datebrot's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he looks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Ich will das. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Ich will das. I was going to ask Datebrot to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Okay, ich will's doch nicht. Es ist mega viel Honig. Aber was? Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Wir rasten jetzt nicht komplett aus. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh nein! Findet uns jetzt Kacke! This goatee isn't just fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Nein! Warum? Ich hasse mein Leben. Ich weiß nicht, ob das Sinn macht, das nochmal zu probieren. Alle guten Dinge sind 3. Einmal probieren wir es noch. Vielleicht kriege ich dieses Quiz jetzt besser hin. I don't know. Großes RIP, ey. Ja, gestorben bin ich nicht, das stimmt. Ich habe nur einen harten Korb gekriegt. Okay, Cafeteria. Okay, wir müssen nicht mehr alles machen. Battle, let's go. Ich meine, ich kann die Fragen trotzdem nicht lesen, aber... Ich versuch's jetzt auch gar nicht, Leute. Es tut mir leid, aber... Kann ich die Fragen so lesen? Das geht wahrscheinlich nicht, ne? Kann ich cheaten? I want to try. Ist halt wirklich kacke, wenn ich die Fragen nicht mal lesen kann. Geschweige denn die Antworten. Ja, die Save-Points sind... Also das fand ich jetzt echt okay. Ah, der läuft weiter, der Timer. Okay. Bringt also auch nichts. Gratitude. Oh, scheiße, das war das unterste. Okay. Ja, ich hab was richtig! When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. Okay, er feuert uns wieder an. Und wir können wieder nur an ihn denken. Oder die Hank. Keine Ahnung. Das war es auch schon wieder nicht. Ich glaube, ich kill meine Hand schon wieder. Das ist wieder das Gleiche. Wie soll ich denn diese Fragen beantworten? Oh Mann, meine Hand ist schon wieder hin. Das ist genau das Gleiche. Genau das Gleiche. So, jetzt sind wir aber sauer. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Ja, toll, jetzt sind immerhin nur die Augenbrauen kaputt. Ich muss, glaube ich, eine kurze Pipi-Pause machen und gehe kurz weinen. Nee, ich muss wirklich kurz auf Toilette. Ich trauere eben den Augenbrauen hinterher. Bin gleich wieder da. Hilfe. Ich brauche Kuchen, ja, ey. Das Spiel macht mich fertig. Okay. Die Augenbrauen sind also crispy. Und keiner kann meine Emotionen das restliche Semester erkennen. Geil. Mal gucken, ob wir es wenigstens überleben. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Welche Augenbrauen? Die liegen auf dem Boden wahrscheinlich und sind crispy. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Kümmert sich uns. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fire. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Ja, das können wir nicht mehr machen, Jo. Das ist ein bisschen sad. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Was auch immer das ist. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. Die Musik ist so geil. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a steep stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Hey, die Musik ist wirklich cool. Die ist voll schön. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh nee, it's the Spark Monster. Oh nee. Is anyone else feeling a bit of a deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I'm to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He is already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Porco pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Datewood is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty fruits. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Jump on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I still was a student at the school until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Precisely, Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Die haben ihn schöner gemacht, ja. Ich finde Chihuahuas auch ganz schrecklich, ehrlich gesagt. Ich hab wann war's denn? Wo ich Kuchen essen war. Am Mittwoch? Oder so? Not sure. Auf jeden Fall habe ich da einen Chihuahua gesehen und dachte mir wieder so. Nee. Nee, wieso? Wieso? Nicht nur, dass der halt so war und die Lady so mit dem an der Leine gelaufen ist, der sah halt auch einfach krumm und schief aus und das kann doch nicht gesund sein. Gulliplumser, ja, ist echt so. Aber der sah halt so richtig so buckelig aus. Also auch einfach ungesund irgendwie und ich weiß nicht. Ist überhaupt nicht meins. Dass man sowas als Hund bezeichnen darf. Echt so. Oder diese teeny tiny Pomeranians da. Keine Ahnung, was mit Menschen los ist, ey. Ich meine, klar, es ist irgendwie süß, so ein Kuscheltier zu haben, aber es ist halt auch einfach ein lebendiges Lebewesen und kein Kuscheltier. Weiß nicht. Es ist ganz schwierig. Qualzuchten an sich. Alter, kein Plan, was mit Leuten abgeht. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Mini-Chihuahuas? Wie klein sollen die denn sein? Ach du Scheiße. Dass sowas nicht verboten wird, ganz ehrlich. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. They'll put together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Rattengröße. Alter. Ja gut, der, den ich gesehen habe, der war nicht viel größer als eine Ratte, aber so richtig Rattengröße ist halt... Alter. Waren ja vorher schon, dass die aussehen wie Ratten. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh, es läuft wieder, Leute. Es läuft wieder. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Was ist das denn? Das Bild. Alter, ich will auch so ein Haus. Warte mal. Gibt's da für Bilder? Mini? Chihuahua. Huahua. Alter. Mini oder Teacup Chihuahua. Unter 1 Kilo und nicht größer als 15 Zentimeter. Was? Prost. Das sind 17 Zentimeter. Was für eine kranke Scheiße. Alter. Ja, die passen dann halt auch wirklich in eine Teetasse rein, ne? Deshalb Teacup. Boah, nee, ey. Was denn jetzt eben 23? Das stimmt wohl. Deshalb habe ich das Lineal geholt. Also hier sind quasi die 15. Schwierig. Ganz, ganz schwierig. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Der weint gleich. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with other ambitious chefs. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Wir revealen das. Wir schütten unser Herz aus. Reveal it! You decide that you are as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Das ist doch nicht euer Ernst! Okay, KFC. Habe verstanden. Coleslaw übrigens der einzige Grund für mich, jemals wieder vielleicht irgendwann mal einen KFC zu betreten, weil der ist actually ganz nice. The shredded cabbage dish glistens into the light of Colonel Sanders' Luck's hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Ist ultra fettig. Ich mag halt kein Fastfood mehr und auch nicht diese... Ist halt dieses... Du hast halt an dieser Theke in deinem Gesicht diese Masse an Fleisch. Und das mag ich nicht mehr. Das geht für mich, funktioniert halt einfach nicht mehr. Mag so schon Fastfood nicht mehr. Da esse ich maximal beim Subway mal was. Aber das... Ich möchte es einfach nicht. Nee. Ich war auch früher nie so oft beim KFC. Ich habe gefühlt einmal diese Hähnchendinger probiert. Das ist halt... Ja, mein Gott, ne? Frittiertes Hähnchen 2 ist auch nicht so ultra geil. Das nicht scharfe Zeug ist heftig. Ja gut, weil es so fettig ist, es kickt halt auch irgendwie anders, ne? Ganze 2-mal. Das ist okay, Betty. Ich find's halt einfach zu krass. Also, nee. Nee. Ich vermisse es auch überhaupt nicht, von daher. Wie gesagt, der Coleslaw ist geil, aber der ist halt auch sehr fettig, ne? Da ist einfach eine Tonne Mayo dran oder so. Von daher, klar, dass der creamy ist. Wahrscheinlich so Mayo-Sahne. Do you mind if I hold onto the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Mayo, Sahne, Öl, Butter, Chicken Fett. Denkst du, da ist Chickenfett drin? Dann will ich den Coleslaw doch nicht mehr. Tap on an item to discover more about the kernel. Boah, die Aussicht ist schon mega geil, ne? Da ist ein Safe, das geht mich aber nichts an. Ich will die Aussicht. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Das ist eine ultra geile Aussicht. Oh, just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? Alles Fettige, was dir eingefallen ist, okay. Du, mich wird's jetzt nicht überraschen. Also ich denke, Mayo, Sahne, Öl kann schon gut sein. Kann schon gut sein. Aber ich habe den echt ganz lecker in Erinnerung. Aber naja. Man geht jetzt auch nicht nur deshalb dahin. I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Alter, der Arme! Okay, was noch? Ich will wissen, was das für eine Duftkerze ist. Scented candle. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Das ist bestimmt Chicken. Für den guten Yummy-Geschmack. Ja, und noch ein bisschen Karotte ist auch drin. Es gibt aber auch bestimmt Rezepte für Coleslaw à la KFC. Power Tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's beep. Das Bild finde ich lustig. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo, the sports. He sports. You figure that this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. Ja, ich bin ein 3-jähriges Kind mit weißem Bart und Glatze. That or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Wir können ganz schön viel discovern. Das ist eklig. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Zwinker, zwinker, ist echt so. Alter. Aber ich will nicht gehen. Oder geht's da in die Küche? You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Okay, ich will noch wissen, was in der Urne ist und dann teste ich die Tür. You take a closer look at a large urn. Ich weiß nicht, wie man das ausspricht auf Englisch, ehrlich gesagt. Sitting on a nearby pedestal, there's a plaque on it. A plaque? Eine Plakette halt. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Ja, sehr. Oh, das ist das. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Creep. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. Okay, das versuchen wir, oder? Bitte sterbe ich nicht wieder. Bitte, bitte, bitte. This isn't that kind of game. Was? Now that we blame you for trying, but still... Ach, komm schon! Ich hasse dieses Spiel. Ah! Okay, dann sagen wir ihm, dass es kalt ist. Oh, nö. Danke. Echt so. So, jetzt freunden wir uns mit dem an. Der Speicherpunkt war jetzt nicht so fein. Aber das mit dem Chihuahua. So. Reveal it. Bitteschön. Einmal mein Coleslaw. Das haben wir uns angeguckt. Den Geist haben wir ignoriert. Die Duftkerze. Bild. Kamm. Chicken. Urne. You tell him you're cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Mann, warum bin ich so schlecht in so Spielen? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. Hello! But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, State Port. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Wild. Oh, das ist ja tagsüber genauso schön. Ich will das Haus. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Beep. In some jurisdictions, beep isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Okay, KFC, okay. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Ah ja, genau. Gibt's da auch Frühstück? Bestimmt, ne? It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh. Oh. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. Ha. Muskat. Das könnte actually sein, dass das in der Panade ist, ja. Stimmt, das ist in großen Mengen giftig, ne? Stimmt. Ah, ist geil. Ich liebe Muskat. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Echt? Machst du überall rein? Überall nicht. Ich benutze es tatsächlich eher selten. Ich sollte es ein bisschen öfter benutzen. Aber wenn du das viel überall reinmachst, ist es dann nicht auch giftig? Oder? Ich habe keine Ahnung. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Okay. Achso, muss man auf einmal, okay. So, erstmal in so eine Nuss reinbeißen. Uff. Nee. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Wie mit Nikotin. Das, was in einer Zigarette drin ist, ist tödlich. Als wenn du die essen würdest, die Zigarette, wärst du much. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people just say. What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Yo, what? Nikotin ist eines der stärksten Gifte. Wer kam auf die Idee, dass das eine tolle Idee ist mit den Zigaretten? Eigentlich. Menschen. Oh Mann. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Was? Okay, toll. Tschüss, beste Freundin. So schnell geht's. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on your own size? Someone your own size. Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Datebrot, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Datebrot, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing, complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Datebrot. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Datebrot. Scheiße. Kaka. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. What, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can't think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I chose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Das klingt nach einer richtig dummen Idee. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Ich will das aber nicht machen. Wo ist meine freie Entscheidung? You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it after all. Nein! Bin doch nicht blöd. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. True love can't be erased. Ja, ich hab's ja nicht. Ich habe ihn ja nicht genommen. Ich weiß nicht. Das? Oder es wäre wieder Game Over gewesen. Weil irgendwas schiefgelaufen wäre. Deshalb habe ich mir gedacht, nein. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. Muss der pupsen? When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Ach so. Er sieht ein Eichhörnchen. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. That actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Datebrot, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class, but I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Oh God. Every time I blink, you go away again. Oh God. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you meant by Shush House. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Das sieht ja grauenvoll aus. Da ist ein Ei drin. Too hard to go on arguing. Pot leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Ich habe ein bisschen Angst, das zu verkacken. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Ich weiß nicht, ob man sie tatsächlich daten könnte. Weil man kann sich ja am Anfang auch entscheiden, ob man mit ihr kocht oder mit dem Colonel oder irgend sowas. Also man kann sich irgendwo zwischen dem Colonel und ihr entscheiden. Ich weiß nicht, ob sie ein Potential Love Interest ist. Aber sie ist ganz cool, ne? If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Maren lebt noch und wird noch nicht erschossen. Ja! Auf keinen Fall sind hier schon öfters Dinge passiert. Hallo, Bona. Das Ding ist, man kann relativ fix und relativ gut restarten bei dem Spiel. Da gibt es Save Points. Und man muss nicht von ganz vorne anfangen. Sonst hätte ich das Spiel jetzt schon 4-mal von ganz vorne anfangen müssen. Sagen wir es mal so. Und einer ist gestorben, genau. Der ist ein Geist. Aber ich glaube, das war irgendwie geplant. Da konnte ich nichts für. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking, Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Ja, wir waren überhaupt definitiv auf keinen Fall schon Game Over. 3 oder 4 Mal. Nein, gar nicht. Hallo Maddie, guten Abend, wie geht es Ihnen? Aber das Spiel ist sehr geil. Also ich find's gut. Es ist so ein bisschen übertrieben an manchen Stellen, aber es ist wundervoll. Also ein bisschen übertrieben, sehr übertrieben eigentlich. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. Nuggets an den Kunden gebracht und an mich selbst. Bis dem Essen schon ein bisschen verfallen, kann das sein? Morgen frei, nice. Sehr cool. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Datebrot's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Datebrot, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Lange Geschichte, kein Abendessen. Nuggets sind da die beste Option irgendwie. Ich höre nur sehr oft, dass du dort was isst. Ich verstehe das. Man hat es halt direkt vor sich, ne? Also, es starrt einen halt einfach die ganze Zeit an. Das ist schwierig. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when the oven timer goes off behind you. Oh. Nee, wir können das ja jetzt schlecht verbrennen lassen. Okay, okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Ooh, it's pretty. Das würde ich jetzt auch essen. Wow. Essen malen können sie. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Ich weiß nicht, was TLC ist, ehrlich gesagt. Keine Ahnung. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10. Wird das zweite etwa sein? I don't know. With a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, best blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock'n'roll! Tender loving care. Ach so. Wir haben das mit Liebe gebacken. Hätte er ja auch sagen können. Danke, Betty. Wäre ich niemals drauf gekommen. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Oh god. You've got a book on your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Nein. Schummeln nicht. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Nicht, dass der Colonel enttäuscht ist von uns. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Datebrot. Oh God. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Datebrot, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Geil. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Oh God. Scheiße, die hat jetzt dieses Zeug da reingeschüttet. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Toll! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spark monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spark monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spark monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spark pup, back in the old country. You can feel Spark Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up... You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Wenn ich aufgebe, dann habe ich doch verloren. Nö. I can do this! I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Datebrot, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Wir haben es verbrannt. Ja, ich dachte auch gerade so, gleich machen wir Kamehameha. But don't worry, dear Datebrut. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Das sind auch keine Regeln, dachte ich. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, something unexpected. Sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting... Hallo, hallo Zano, ich lebe. Mein Charakter ist überhaupt nicht gescheitert, niemals. If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like he's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Sie lebt also nicht mehr. Ich lebe tatsächlich. Mehr sage ich dazu nicht. I thought the wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. Geht niemals arbeiten. Okay. Bist du frei? Oder hast du Pause? You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks, Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Nein, bei die gibt's gar nicht. Schnell löschen. You wait to hear a signature weir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. Okay. Mano. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Ich glaube, da fehlt ein H. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made. Tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Wenn ich nochmal arbeiten gehe, haltet mich auf. Wann musst du morgen? Wann müssen wir dich aufhalten? Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. Even I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Schau ich morgen? Ach so, weißt du noch gar nicht, okay. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Oh, nom nom nom, es wird Zeit für Schlafi. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Datebrot, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up! I made uni over smooth egg custard in an egg-soon urchin shell topped with caviar. Ab Montag Postcampen, glaubst du, dass dein Elden Ring schon kommt, oder? Was kommt sonst? Nee, Elden Ring wäre ein bisschen arg früh, oder? Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. Die Karten. Ach so. Aber DHL hat doch eigentlich recht präzise eine Zeit. Unser DHL-Mann war heute sehr pünktlich. Stimmt, die Karten. A bit much, don't you think? Ach so, die kamen einen Tag früher. Ja, okay. Ja gut, dann würde ich auch campen. That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to sloosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Hallo Bitstone. Was geht sonst so? Ich glaube, es läuft ganz gut mit dem Kernel. Aber mal gucken. Wir haben eben unseren Coleslaw präsentiert. Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Achso, Augenbrauen haben wir übrigens keine mehr. Disqualified for Glamour. Perfekt gerührten Puddingschüsseln. Wir sind hier Toast. Entschuldigung, haben Sie sich verirrt, Herr Bitstone? Nein, mir geht's sehr gut. Ich hoffe, dir auch. Du bist eine Erdbeere. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Dachte eine Tomate? Eine Schokotomate oder was? I! Ich bin also ein Herr, bist du kein Herr? Now describe your dish. Orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Datebrot? Yeah. I told you it's a display piece. Kein vornehmer Herr. Das ist doch okay. Elden Ring! Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. Mach mal weiter, mach mal nicht, bleib hier. Ja, Ashley. Weil mit AE und ne? You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Lass dich schön ankrabbeln. A3. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Gibt's das bei KFC? Ich hoffe nicht. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Naja, das ist ein Dating-Sim. Das Ziel des Ganzen ist, angekrabbelt zu werden, ja. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Krabbeln und angekrabbelt werden ist aber irgendwie so... Also... Wenn dann schon beides, oder? Sonst ist es irgendwie weird. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Quasi, Betty, quasi. Gibt es wirklich bei KFC, das ist maximal abartig. Bin ehrlich. Vor allem, das Geile ist doch, wenn dann die Panade irgendwie und die ist dann aber doch voll matschig in dem Mac and Cheese. Außerdem ist es noch fettiger. Alter. Nie gesehen. Vielleicht gibt es das nur in Amerika. Man kann krabbeln, ohne angekrabbelt zu werden. Wieso willst du nicht angekrabbelt werden von jemandem, den du ankrabbelst? Ich habe Fragen. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Würde schon gern angekrabbelt werden. Ja, ich finde das... Ne? Weil ich vielleicht erst wissen will, ob die angekrabbelte Person so krabbelbar ist, dass es sich lohnt. Naja, das findest du am besten raus, bevor du die Person ankrabbelst. Sonst ist es ein bisschen sexuelle Belästigung. Nur so als Gedankengang. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Das könnte sein. Ja, schon, ja, bisschen. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. The DJ dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Das ist süß, das Oberteil. Das ist nicht so. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Die Arme sind gut, ja. Die Oberschenkel auch. For a moment you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Hat nicht funktioniert. Amusing. And now that everyone is together? It's the Spark Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. Was? He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's head. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the last we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt. And then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. He's still doing the talking thing. I'm Clank. I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the way of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Was ist mit dem Spiel? Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Hello. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Da liegt Spucke-Austausch in der Luft. Ich hoff's doch. It's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Datebrot, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance? I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Datebrot. Natürlich heißen wir Datebrot, Entschuldigung. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Dateput, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Naja. Ich auch nicht, Bitstone. Weiß ich nicht. Alter, warum ist das denn jetzt so laut? Das war übrigens der Anfang. Und vielleicht jetzt auch das Ende. Outro! Nee, es ist Datebrot tatsächlich. Weil in Demon's Souls hießen wir Siegbrot. Wundervoll. Maren hat's geschafft. Es hat nur 4 Anläufe gebraucht. Oh Mann, ey. Bisschen bitter. Und es hat auch ein bisschen lange gedauert jetzt. Kann nicht mehr lesen. Meine Stimme stirbt. Oh boy. Ich weiß nicht, ob das so ein richtiges Tod war, aber auf jeden Fall habe ich das Spiel zwischendurch verkackt gehabt. Which is okay. Oh. Es ist auch einfach schon 10 vor 12, also kann ich euch, glaube ich, guten Gewissens heimschicken. Zeit für Schlafi. Ja, ins Bett. Also was heißt heim? Wegschicken halt, ne? Ja, meine Augenbrauen, die sind definitiv gestorben, das stimmt. Erstmal Abschlussball ohne Augenbrauen, ist ein bisschen sad. Ich glaube, so schnell wachsen die nämlich auch nicht nach. 2 Tage tun sie nicht. So. Also, wir sehen uns morgen früh wieder. Mal gucken, wie lange ich mache. Ich überlege, ob ich in den Garten gehe, je nachdem, wie das Wetter ist. Eigentlich möchte ich das schon tun. Ja, aber wir spielen auf jeden Fall so oder so ein bisschen Spiritfarer. Mal gucken. Vielleicht machen wir auch 2 Streams draus. I don't know. Wir schauen mal. Danke auf jeden Fall fürs Reinschauen. Ich fand das Spiel fein. Also jetzt von den Dating-Sims, die wir gespielt haben die letzten Wochen, fand ich das irgendwie am coolsten. Es war ein bisschen bescheuert an manchen Stellen. Aber es war eigentlich genau richtig. Also danke fürs Reinschauen. Habt eine gute Nacht. Schlaft gut. Träumt was Schönes. Vielleicht von einem gewissen Colonel. Und wir sehen uns morgen früh. Ciao, ciao.